When poverty enters through the door, it often pushes love out the window. It's a harsh truth of life that challenges the strongest bonds. But does it always have to be this way? True love finds a way to survive even in the hardest times, if we let it. Honesty is not just a virtue, it's the foundation of all wisdom. Without it, the story of your life is a book no one can trust. The world is curious and relentless. It will demand to know who you are, and if you don't have the answer, it will impose its own labels on you. Knowing yourself is not optional, it's essential. Ironically, wisdom often finds us when money runs low. Why? Because in scarcity, we learn the real value of things. When you fear something, you surrender to it. The more you fear, the more power it gains. Conquer your fear, and you reclaim your strength. The less we know, the more complicated our explanations become. Sometimes, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Making life too easy for children handicaps their future. Teach them resilience, and they'll thank you later in life. The foolish talk endlessly, but their words carry little weight. Remember, silence can speak volumes. One eye witnessing an event is often more reliable than two ears hearing about it. Trust what you see, not what you hear. Even an enemy's hand can serve a purpose, like catching a snake. Wisdom lies in using every resource, even unlikely ones. Your thinking shapes your life. Think poorly, and your life reflects it. But think wisely, and your life will flourish. The more you know, the more you realize how complex the world is, and sometimes, that makes you look crazy to those who don't understand. Nothing educates better than life itself. Every challenge, every failure, is a lesson waiting to be learned. If something only costs money, it's cheap. The most valuable things, love, time, trust, can't be bought. What hurts today makes you stronger tomorrow. Embrace the struggle, it's shaping a stronger you. If there's no enemy within, no outside force can harm you. Self-mastery is the ultimate defense. We fear the future because we waste the present. Live fully today, and the future will hold no terror. A fool wanders aimlessly, a wise man seeks answers. Ask, explore, and never stop learning. Dangerous freedom is better than peaceful slavery. The risk of living freely is worth more than the comfort of living bound. Behind every effortless success lies hours of unseen hard work. The sooner we accept this, the better. 1 minute of patience can save 10 years of regret. Remember, patience isn't weakness, it's strength under control. Want to know what someone truly believes? Watch their actions, not their words. Actions never lie. If you can't do great things, do small things with great care. Every small step matters. Half the battle is won the moment you believe in yourself. Confidence paves the path to success. Quiet people often have the loudest minds. Their silence hides a storm of creativity and wisdom. The truth remains the truth, even when no one believes it. Stand by it, it will stand by you. Growth only comes through effort and struggle. Life's challenges are the stepping stones to greatness. Life is the same whether you spend it laughing or crying. Why not choose laughter? People avoid the truth because it shatters their comforting illusions. Facing reality is hard, but living a lie is harder. Don't waste your energy boasting about what you've done or what you plan to do. Let your actions speak louder than words. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. Resilience is often the only thing that keeps us going. A fool discusses another man's downfall for amusement, but a wise man sees it as a lesson to guard himself. There is no religion higher than truth. It's the one belief that unites us all, if we dare to embrace it. Laziness is the seed of all evil. When we stop striving, we open the door for negativity to take root in our lives. The fire you kindle to harm your enemy often burns you more deeply than it ever touches them. Revenge is a double-edged sword. When you enjoy the fruit of a tree, take a moment to appreciate the person who planted it. Gratitude connects us to the past and the future. A man without a book is truly blind. Knowledge illuminates the path forward, while ignorance leaves us stumbling in the dark. Never lie to someone who trusts you, and never trust someone who lies to you. Trust, once broken, is almost impossible to repair. Growth begins when you accept your own smallness. Only then can you start reaching for the heights. A moment of success can redeem years of failure. The journey might be long, but the reward is always worth it. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Authenticity is your greatest asset in a world full of imitation. An idea is only as valuable as its execution. It's not enough to dream, you must act. Evil often sneaks in like a needle and spreads like an oak tree. Stop it early, or you'll be fighting a forest. After every storm, there is a rainbow. Pain always leads to growth, if you're willing to endure it. Wisdom doesn't come overnight. It's the result of countless lessons, often learned the hard way. No one is as deaf as the person who refuses to listen. Open ears and an open heart can change everything. We often wait for something that will never come, wasting the present in the hope of an uncertain future. A king cannot rule without the support of his elders. Leadership requires wisdom, and wisdom comes from those who've walked the path before us. The wind doesn't break a tree that bends. Flexibility is often stronger than resistance. Where two rivers meet, the waters are never calm. Harmony takes effort, and conflict is inevitable before unity. In moments of crisis, the wise build bridges, while the foolish construct dams. Connection is the key to survival. The idle remarks of the wealthy are often taken as wisdom by the poor. True insight comes from understanding, not privilege. Skill will always triumph over raw strength. Intelligence and preparation are your greatest weapons. A bad workman blames his tools, but a skilled one adapts. Responsibility is the mark of a professional. If you want respect, start by respecting yourself. The way you treat yourself sets the standard for how others will treat you. He who refuses advice also refuses help. Wisdom lies in being open to learning. When opportunity knocks, don't complain about the noise. Open the door and seize it. A large chair doesn't make a king. True leadership is about character, not appearances. The difference between stumbling blocks and stepping stones is how you use them. Every obstacle is a chance to rise. If your pocket is empty, even the judge won't listen. Wealth doesn't just speak, it shouts. If you fail to catch a fish, don't blame the sea. If you fail to catch a fish, don't blame the sea. Success requires skill and effort, not excuses. Knowledge is only valuable when you use it. Otherwise, it's just wasted potential. If we fight among ourselves, we can't face the real enemy. Unity is our strongest defense. Humans are the only species that pay to live on Earth. Isn't it ironic? Sell a man a fish, and he eats for a day. Teach him to fish, and you destroy a lucrative business opportunity. Those who keep learning will keep rising. Stagnation is the death of growth. If you don't aim for greatness, you'll struggle even to achieve mediocrity. Ambition fuels progress. Children tell the most interesting stories because they speak all they know and stop when they're done. Honesty is their charm. If you don't heal from what hurt you, you'll bleed on people who didn't cut you. Address your pain before it spreads. Remove yourself from places where you don't feel loved, appreciated, or respected. Protect your peace. Never stop being a good person, just be careful who you give your kindness to. If the judge is against you, it's wiser to withdraw your complaint. Fighting a losing battle only drains you. Neutrality in the face of injustice is siding with the oppressor. Silence can be as harmful as action. Work is the meat of life, pleasure is the dessert. Balance both for a fulfilling existence. If you're not clever, be conciliatory. Sometimes, humility wins battles that arrogance cannot. Life is a process of evolution. Every day is a step closer to the person you're meant to become. A writer for fools will always have a large audience. Wisdom is rare, popularity is not. One idiot is just an idiot. Two are a nuisance. 10,000 form a political party. Many believe they're buying pleasure when, in reality, they're selling themselves to it. Mistakes are inevitable, but only a fool persists in repeating them. True growth comes when we learn, adapt, and refuse to make the same error twice. To achieve greatness, two things are essential: a solid plan and just a little less time than you think you need. Pressure often brings out our best. Most people live lives that are not their own. Their thoughts echo others' opinions, their actions mirror what they see, and their passions are borrowed quotations. Break free. Discover your own voice. No one is permanent in this life. Everyone enters your journey for a reason and stays only for a season. Embrace the moments, cherish the memories, and move forward with grace. A wise man speaks only when his words serve a purpose. Silence often carries more power than unnecessary chatter. Focus on doing your duty, and let the world judge you as it may. Even in failure, there is honor in giving your best. Dreams of the future inspire hope, while dwelling on the past traps us in regret. Look forward. The best is yet to come. Never trouble another for something you can do yourself. Self-reliance is both a strength and a virtue. Luck is not a random blessing. The harder you work, the luckier you become. Effort creates opportunities where none seem to exist. Those who see beyond the shadows and lies of their culture often stand alone. Their truth is too uncomfortable for the masses to accept. But visionaries change the world. We are the product of our habits, not our isolated actions. Excellence isn't a moment, it's a lifestyle built on repetition and dedication. Whenever you act, do so as if the whole world is watching. Integrity is what defines us when no one else is looking. Never delay until tomorrow what can be done today. Procrastination robs us of time and opportunities we may never get back. When angry, pause. Count to 10 before you speak. If your anger burns brighter, count to 100. Words spoken in anger often leave scars. A fool reveals himself by the mistakes he makes, and by how often he repeats them. Wisdom is knowing when to change course. If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. Growth lies outside the boundaries of comfort. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes a duty. Standing against wrong is not just courage, it's the essence of humanity.